Antonio market a little bit. We're trying to identify a true 1% rule, single family home, relatively turnkey, good neighborhood, all of those types of things. So let's go ahead. We'll just start off. Most of our clients are looking in the realm of say 200 to maybe 350,000 for a single family asset. I don't like 2 beds. I want to go 3 plus, and definitely 2 plus baths for single family homes. I don't want anything other than freestanding single family homes. No townhomes, no condos. We're just looking for your run of the mill 3 bed, 2.5 bath, 1,700 square foot single family home for $225,000. It's going to lease out for $2,000 a month and have 7 plus rated schools. And when you string it all together, you see why the search can be pretty tough without a tool like this. We already did your home types. Let's go to square footage. Just make sure that we're not getting anything that's 900 square feet. We don't need anything massive. Not that 3,500 square feet isn't massive, but it's not like a 6,000 square foot 3 bed house, which they're out there. Most of our clients buy relatively turnkey assets, so we want to see stuff that was built, let's say in the last 10 years. I want to filter out the new constructions, so I'm going to place it at 2023. Apply. Our market, like the Texas market in general, has a lot of new construction, so just keep that in mind. This isn't the same everywhere in the country. Other parts of the country, new builds are very rare, or even recently built assets. Stuff that was built in the last 10 years is super rare. So not every market needs to use the year filter. We're at 900 results. That's a little bit too much still. I'm going to go ahead and draw a filter, or draw a radius. I'm just going to encompass the whole like San Antonio metro, that I-35 corridor between Austin and San Antonio. San Marcos, New Braunfels, those types of markets have been really strong. We're down to 945 results. Definitely have to filter that a bit stronger. Let's go ahead and reduce price, just because you're not going to find a ton of stuff that's renting out for $3,500 a month. The sweet spot tends to be under 300,000. 400 results. Let's let it rock. Let's see what happens. Cool. So we'll just hit scan. Rent to price ratio. I don't imagine we're going to find a whole lot that's a 1% or over, but we can go ahead and start at a 0.85 and just see how quickly this takes to load. Yeah, it's jumping through these pretty quick, which means there's not a lot. So let's see what we end up with. All right, we got about 15 or so. So what I like to do, I like to look for areas where the school rating is at minimum, say a 5 or better. So let's just start here, a 0.85 and a 6 rating. I know the rent to price ratio according to Zillow is going to work because the tool told us so. So I'm just going to jump right to the neighborhood and see if there's at least 2 schools that are rated 5 plus. So you got a 5, you got a 6. Awesome. This is one that we could go ahead and consider. Anything jumping out? No, it looks turnkey. Let's go ahead and add this to our short list for today. We have a Fort Worth property, a Houston property, and now this is a nice San Antonio option. A 7 with a 0.97 rent to price ratio. What do we got here? Let's see if we've got a decent neighborhood. Not that this is the only thing that you can look for neighborhood rating, but it's a great indicator. 6 rated high school, 7 rated middle school, 5 rated elementary. Awesome. You're good across the board. It's an almost new construction. Rents are projected at $2,477 and the asking is $255. You're super close. And again, we're not relying on this solely for your rental comp. We're going to take this and we're going to compare it against real comps in the MLS. If you don't have MLS access, compare it to a couple of other sites or just send it to your realtor for some accurate comparables. But this is a really good way to build out your list of options to start with. I don't want the URL. I just want the address itself. Cool. There. This is super encouraging. I actually wasn't expecting this many like 7 plus rated deals. This one could be interesting too. This looks more like an infill development. I don't like that. 3, 4, 5, 5. Let's see if either of these have multiple 5 rating schools. This does. A 5, 5, and a 4. Super mid-grade, but it could be interesting. It's not as interesting as our first one, so I'm not going to include it. Again, mid-grade. I don't like it. It's not as interesting as our first one. Cool. So there you go. That was 400 or 500 homes that we were able to filter through pretty quickly, find the ones that had the strongest rent to price ratios with middle grade or better rated schools, and we built a short list. So we put 2 new properties on there, and we're going to compare them against the real comps on the MLS and confirm that we have a decent cash flowing turnkey single family home in an area with 5+ rated schools, which is exactly what probably 80 to 85% of our clients are looking for.